Hello everyone and welcome to another Stadium Extravaganza video coming out of Studio 44 in Rochester, New York. We're going to start things off in Utah tonight. I found a couple of Salt Lake Missions stadiums. This is the first stadium I found, and while doing more research on it to find out the username and so on, I discovered another one in the vault that looked pretty cool, so we're going to show them both. This one has an altitude of 4,226 feet, built in 2016. And I did some research online. I didn't see any evidence of this being the real stadium. So, I mean, wow, hats off to this person who made the stadium. It looks like it could be a real minor league stadium. Absolutely phenomenal. Got the missions written in the grass here with the bleachers above it, luxury seats next to it. With this stacked level, oh man, looks phenomenal. With the brick covering the rest of the plaza level, and then stacking the luxury suites on top. I mean, please speak up if this is your video. Let us know how you came up with this. Brilliant ideas. And then left center field, you got the little lake in here with the missions written in it again. I found the Salt Lake City Bees. So, I mean, I gotta think that this is just completely made up, but it's hard to believe. It's so good. Very symmetrical as far as the building and the bleachers and the stands. Cool mini little city in the back with the, I'm guessing that's the Mormon temple back there. And then you got another church over here in left center field. Never been to Utah, so I don't know much about Salt Lake. Phenomenal. I don't think I've ever played a game here, but we're going to do a home run derby later on. And I know we can hit that hit it here sign, and we might be able to put some out of the park. We got some regular Davis League players who got some pop to them. Let's take a look behind home plate and first baseline. Pretty standard, just the two decks, so you definitely get a minor league feel. We'll take a look at it at night with the lights. Beautiful. I like the new buildings that are lit up. I wish they could somehow make some of the older buildings light up as well. Like these two back here in the dark. Not really realistic. Usually, you know, there's still quite a few lights on in these bigger buildings, even at nighttime, even in the wee hours of night. But yeah, that's the first one. Let's check out the other Salt Lake City Mission Stadium. All right, this stadium also at 4,226 feet. In Salt Lake City, Utah. This one built in 2022. And let's dive in. Like I said, I found this stadium looking up the previous one we just looked at. And this one's phenomenal too. This one looks like it could be, you know, based off a real stadium. You got the great bleachers out here in left with the train station in the background curving around. Got Utah Railroad marked on it. And then look at this city back here. Man, oh man. I feel like what they did here, if you can see outside of the ballpark, you have to spend time on the city. And it makes you think of Pittsburgh, that gorgeous view outside of Pittsburgh. I've been fortunate to visit that stadium twice. And, man, it's just one of the great places to see a ball game. And this is very similar, looking over the river, and there's downtown Salt Lake City, I guess, using the Pittsburgh Pirates Bridge. And the river is great now that we have the water prop. And I know you're going to be hitting balls into that lake. That's mad fun. Anytime you can hit the ball into a real-life body of water, super fun. And then this little plaza over here with the fountain and the walkway leading to it. Fantastic. Guest services building. Spend a lot of time on the outside of the stadium, and it looks amazing. Look at it all back here. What the? Oh, is this that? What is this? Is that casino prop? Yep, there it is. Is this the casino? What is it called? Remind me. Refresh my memory in the comments. Let's take a look at it at night. Nice big aerial view. Unbelievable. It's lit up across the river in a couple spots. Of course, some of the newer buildings with lights in them. Absolutely amazing. Hilton Garden back there. Gorgeous. This one, again, Pittsburgh-esque. 3 levels of seating, but it just doesn't look like it holds as much. Yeah, 26,000. So it's a nice, quaint little ballpark. East Bay Transit sign out there. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here staring at it. It's amazing. I had to showcase it. And again, I'm just going through the earliest versions of this in the vault. If for some reason I have the wrong creator listed here that you can see, please, by all means, tell me who really did it. I want to give the right person the proper credit because it's just gorgeous. I'm scared to show my stadium next because this is just awesome. But all right, I guess we better move on. Here we are in Denver, Colorado, and we are visiting Sky High Field. Maximum altitude, built in 2022, home of the Denver Pilots. I did a little bit of research, and I remember seeing that there was an Air Force base out there, so that's why we named it the Denver Pilots. We'll start with the airplane on top, even though that's not something the Air Force would fly. But this is my version of the casino prop. Put it in center field, and I have the deck coming off the top little niche, and then you got one coming off the second where they meet in the middle. Under that, you got the bleachers over here in left, and then the actual seats, the plaza level type seats in center, with the scoreboard right over the backdrop. Went with the hill with the trees in front, I guess. We've got the first class lounge over in right center field. This is luxury suites, and then luxury suites right down the right field line. I've done a lot of just stacking them right on top of each other, so I figured I'd go with kind of layering them back a little bit. On top of the luxury suites, you have the team store, which leads to the scoreboard walk, and the scoreboard, the mini one and the giant one, of course, under a shaded area of bleachers up top. Over in left field, you've got the bleachers above the special seating in left field. I've seen a lot of people use this scoreboard as like a divider, or I don't know if they're like little tables or something, but I kind of borrowed that idea. I know you see it in Washington. It kind of sticks out if you're looking at the Washington Nationals ballpark. And I think it always looks really cool, so I decided to put it in there. Blending into the seats in left center field, into dead center field. The luxury suites in left, definitely can reach those. I think I've been up here before in a real game. We are in Denver, so we made it the highest altitude possible, and it's only 271 down the left field line. We decided that you're going to hit a lot of home runs here anyway. Might as well make it ridiculous. Just have that one stadium in the Ricky Davis League where you're just going to hit a ton of home runs. 300 right down the right field line as well. We put it in the Western Division where neither one of us have a team, so we only visit there once a year. We figured we might as well have a little fun with it. I like this stadium. I hope more people see it and download it and use it, especially if you want to hit a ton of home runs, because, oh boy, are you going to hit a ton of home runs. First and third base line, I try to get a little bit more creative with this one, with the 2 levels of luxury seats and then the upper deck on top. The blue building in the background with the giant scoreboard back there. This is my favorite roof, and it breaks my heart that they put those lights on there, but the lights don't work. So I always try to remedy that just by putting these in here. I don't know if that makes it look much better or not, but, I mean, it lights the field up pretty good. I'm hoping they fix that, or give us that roof without those lights in the next version of the game, because it's really frustrating. But yeah, I'm proud of the stadium. I really like how the center field casino thing. I mean, it's not supposed to be a casino in this stadium, but you know what I mean. It's a casino prop. I like how the bleachers and plaza level seats turned out in center field. I think this one's fun. There's a shameless plug up there. Not coming soon. It's official. We're here. So if you want to see your stadium showcased on Studio 44, drop your username and your stadium name in the comments, and I'll showcase it. I'll show it off. I have a lot of fun doing this so far. All right, let's move on to a couple more. Look at this. We have another Salt Lake City field. Genco, help me with that one. Altitude 4,226 feet. Built in 1931, so it's old school. Let's sneak in. Lots of greenery over here in left field. I love it. I'm finding a lot more people using these fountains and hiding the names and the edges, and I think that's a good move. I think it looks much better. I like the idea of putting the scoreboard right along the bottom. I like the statues in the middle of the fountain. That's pretty cool. And, of course, it looks lit up. Why not? We'll jump into the night version early. Yeah, that looks amazing. I like this deck up here, or plaza, whatever you want to call it, out in center field. Scoreboard out in left. Bleachers above the fountains. I bet those can be reached. Let's turn the lights off and go back to the daytime. Cool area with a short roof up here. I like that. It's pretty cool. I like it when you have the roof close to the field, have it lower and closer to the field. It's fun hitting balls off roofs. They look cool. Something so big, so close, makes them look very extreme. Cool little village or I guess city in the background. Not much going on behind home plate. That's not important because, like I've said before, you don't really see it in the games anyway. Cool one-deck stadium. See it as a minor league park. I don't believe we have this assigned to anyone at the Ricky Davis League yet, but I saw it in the vault and thought it looked pretty cool. I don't think I've seen it showcased on any other channels yet, so I thought it deserved a little love, mainly because of this fountain area and the bleachers in the background, and I think just a great job. Let's one more time look at it in the dark. Yeah, outstanding. Nice work. Salt Lake City getting represented in the vault tonight. All right, let's check out one more. Let's head back east where we go to Atlantic City and Showboat Field, home of the Atlantic City Aces. Altitude is 7 feet above sea level. Of course, it's pretty much right at the sea, right at the ocean. Built in 2022. Went with the boardwalk theme, the little amusement park theme. Pretty simple stadium, pretty simple ideas. You got the bleachers out here in right, pretty much straight across into center field. Again, trying to duplicate Marco's look. Don't pull it off as well as he does. But I wanted targets to aim for, and that is the Ferris wheel. I've hit the Ferris wheel in Home Run Derby before, not in a game. I don't know why, but I got obsessed with having the boardwalk go around the whole Ferris wheel and lead it into the fair in the back. Of course, you got the ride up here. I don't even know what you call that thing. All I know is that Sweet Dee Reynolds got her hair stuck up there and ripped a whole section of her scalp off. For those It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans. I used this fair in a stadium in the last version of the game, the 2021 version of the game. I liked this like facade looking thing, so I thought it made sense to kind of have it in center field and put the name of the stadium on it. And then why not for Atlantic City? I got this plaza level seating hanging off the side of it and the custom deck. I had a lot more in here that I wanted to do, but I was running out of memory, and there's a couple things that I felt I just had to put in. In left field, we have the boardwalk area again with the pinball and games and skee ball. I'm not sure, but there may be a homeless man in there who's clinging to life, if there's any Dogma fans out there. I always like the idea. I found this in the old version of the game too, using the sign of the concessions. I thought it looked cool as, like, just facing on the walls. It'd be nice if you could put those on the actual home run walls. Again, something for my wish list for Stadium Creator for the show 23. I thought this is the perfect concession to have down here. Over here we got the building with the wood-looking pillars, miniature golf course on top, the Sky Tram over here taking you from the scoreboard deck to the miniature golf course deck. Of course, you got to be really careful back here because there's no wall, and you can just fall right off there, but I guess we're not concerned with digital fans' lives that much. Pretty standard behind home plate, down the first and third base line. Again, I know a lot of people have the Ferris wheel. I tried to put it as close to the home run fence as possible. I just thought it'd be cool for, people to be riding the ride and you can see the game, and all of a sudden a home run ball comes crashing at your window. And I liked having the boardwalk surround it with the escalators going up. I just thought it was fun. Then, of course, I have the boardwalk back here that actually leads you to, the deck level of the amusement park. Mini scoreboard in center field. This is a concept I used to use in my home stadium at the Moonshot Casino. I like having some kind of parallel slope to the hill. I think it's you don't hit many home runs onto that, but there's something about hitting a home run on a slant and watching it roll down. It's very satisfying to me. So I used it to surround the hill as opposed to fans just on the stadium, just for something a little bit different. Tried to customize the scoreboard a little bit by putting the bricks around it and the roof. Did we look at it with the lights on yet? Here it is. I think it turned out pretty nice. I kind of borrowed the idea from Tesla Park that I showed in my first video, putting fans in this little walkway up here in the actual boardwalk. I thought it was a cool concept. If you download it and you give it a go, let me know if you get that Ferris wheel in a game. I know you can get it in Home Run Derby. That is all for right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked that video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see your stadium on this channel, throw your username and your stadium name in the comments below, and we will get your stadium showcased right here on Studio 44. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye.